I've managed to pull the plate right here a little farther away so I could get the wiring out, and I took my stator inside to have a closer look at it. This right here is a cover. I'll show you what a cover is. Remember, it's a 4-stroke. With a 4-stroke you have valves. If you have valves, you need a mechanism to have the valves turn in the exact pattern that they need to open and close with the crank, so they both have to operate in unison. The way they do that is what's called, so we can take this out here, and you can see that has a little tiny seal right there. This is your crank seal, okay? Very important. You want to replace this every time you go to put something back on. Now what this is a plate or a cover, whoops, and that's what's called a little something you're going to lose. You don't want to lose that, so we'll put that back over there. And what this is a timing chain cover, and it's probably used to get the chain on and off. What we have is on this side of the crankshaft. Oh, let's see if I can get it. I'm sorry, get it in there. It's kind of late. I've been working all day. We have a spline shaft, which is right here, and on that shaft runs your timing chain, which comes right up to about here and runs the valves. This little dealie right here, this little tiny piece of plastic on the bottom and a little piece of plastic on the top, is your tensioner. And what that does is sometimes, you know, over the life of your chain, or to get it on and off, you have to tighten the chain down, or the tension, which is what these do. They push the chain up, and this one pushes it down, and to adjust it, you use this right here. We'll get into that later. Here's your main bearing right here. As long as you're going to do a crank job, you want to replace your main bearings. There's one on each side. And you want to check your timing chain. This is what's called your Woodruff key right here. This is a little bitch that you will lose. It won't come out like right there. It'll come out in the middle of the night when you don't see it. Let's see if I can get it off. It's been on there a long time. Anyway, you pry this off and then you put it in a bag so you don't lose it. Now that's as far as we're going to go for right there. What I will do is very carefully, I will scrape all of this dirt and stuff off. I will also use a, my favorite thing is to use a toothbrush and a little bit of degreaser and go in and clean all this out. Once we go to put the timing chain cover back on, you can see this indentation all the way around. That is a rubber O-ring. And one thing to look at is you want to look at that indentation all the way around and say to yourself, well, is there any, you know, leaks? Is there any problem that could have caused the oil to come out? I think that's what happened, is that leaked, or it might have leaked around this seal right there. So I'll need to order a new seal for up here and a new O-ring for right there. And nothing else looks that bad except there's not any oil in it. Other than that, it looks just beautiful. All right. So we will continue on Project Ruckus. I've been working since about 4:30 this morning, all day, staining and doing woodwork and all kinds of things like that. That's what I do. So I'm kind of tired. I'm going to post this, and we'll keep on going. Project Ruckus, complete engine rebuild. I think this is the first one on YouTube. I couldn't find any others. So we're going to go slow, and I'm going to pave the way in doing it with a video, and then anyone else that needs to follow it or whatever, they can they can look at this and maybe it'll help them, you know, 20 years from now, when this becomes a classic. Rock on!